That moment when you remember there's a station that plays the kind of music that makes you feel good.
Okay. Now I get you. That's cool.
94.3 The X, Front Range Alternative.
How's it going, Marla?
It's going great. How about you?
Pretty swell. We were just on the Facebook Live video.
We were.
That was your first, right?
That was my first Facebook Live video.
Facebook Live video.
Yes.
How was it? Was it good? Yeah?
Yeah.
You have no idea.
I have no idea. And that was just a trial run. We were just testing it.
Yeah, just a trial run because we're going to be doing another Facebook Live video for another station. I'm probably not allowed to say it, but it is a sister station.
Yeah, sister station later on this morning.
Yes. 1-800-595-2943 or shoot us a Facebook message if you want to talk to Marla and ask her a question. First things first, though, people with birthdays today.
Happy birthday. Today is June 8th, and you are in a personal year 5. So like all other birthdays, if you remember, numerology years run from 1 to 9 and then back to 1 again. So you are in a 5, you're right in the middle. And this year is a fun year if you have the right attitude. It's about change, freedom, new experiences, and learning from your mistakes, okay? It's about diversity and travel, being flexible and spontaneous. You may have a lot of change going on this year. You could have one big change, or you could have lots of sequential small changes. But it's time to turn your life around, get ready for a fast-paced journey, and be open to every opportunity. So it can be a very fun year, especially if you're willing to be spontaneous and flexible and learn from your mistakes. If something doesn't work, do it different. But it's very quick. It's a very quick year and it's fun.
Sounds exhausting, but I'm sure it can be fun.
Well, let's ask my husband. He's in a 5 year. So.
Yeah, and lots of stuff has been going on for him. So
he retired a month ago.
Yeah, so that's a big change, and he's doing new things. I'm sure. And
got all kinds of travel plans. He's doing all kinds of stuff.
Cool.
So he's in a 5.
Sounds like a fun year.
Yeah.
Traveling is always fun. 1-800-595-2943 if you want to talk to psychic Marla Mitchell. We do have a message, let me pull it up, from Terry. So she messaged us last week asking, she said, she says, last week Marla told me I was on the right path to a new job, so it was career related. She wants to know what that career path might be. I think I know the answer to this, but
yeah. Well, let me see if I get anything. It's a tough question. A lot of people want me to give them all the answers, and a lot of it is about just finding it out yourself through trial and error, through your own research. But let me just see if I get any more tidbits for Terry. All right, Terry. And I can't remember what her sign is. Did she say again? I know she probably told us last
birthday
week.
is January 23rd.
Oh, that makes her an Aquarius. Okay. Well, Terry, even if I can't tell you what it is, I am going to tell you that it's probably going to be something different than what you've done before. And I do pull the new job card. It's right here in front of me, Ace of Pentacles. And they're telling you to be patient. It's going to come. Let's see how it's going to come to you through possibly female connections, because I got a lot of females here, or it could just be your own diligence and putting out resumes and not giving up. If I close my eyes and tune in, it feels like you put the old familiarity, the old security on the back burner, and you're going forward with something new. And it feels to be a little scary, but it feels to be right on. So in other words, when you get close, or when you start interviewing, or when you see that there's a job at this place, or maybe you're starting your own business, whatever this is, you're going to know it in your heart, because I feel like it settles in your heart and you're going, oh my God, this feels so good. Follow your heart. Let your heart direct your mind. That's how you're going to know, Terry. I can't tell you if you're going to be a doctor, lawyer, or Indian chief, but I can tell you it's something different. You're going to know it when you find it, or when you stumble on it, and it's going to feel really good in your heart. And then just trust that and go for it. But it feels to be timeline. It's ripe now, all the way up through, I feel like you're going to find it before the end of the year. I don't know what I said last week, but if I said the same thing, then that's double validation. So it feels like within the next 6 months, you'll be in a new job.
Cool. I think a lot of us kind of tend to overlook some of the possibilities as far as careers go. Like I know someone who loves art. She creates art and she's really great at it. And my mom was telling her family, you should look into selling your art on Etsy. And it was something they had never thought of before.
Oh, wow.
And they're like, maybe we should look into that. So, I think we do tend to overlook some of the possibilities. And if we just, really tell ourselves we can do anything, then maybe those possibilities will open up.
Well, and when you do what you love, you can actually, for most people, if you do what you love, you put your passion in it. For most people, that can lead to income. It may not be the main source of income, but it can be income. And then you might be surprised. It could lead, because that's what happened to me.
Yeah.
This was a
Exactly.
hobby
Yeah.
for me. It was astrology, fun hobby.
And now you're making a living off
And
of
now
it.
I make a very nice living off it.
Yeah.
And I do it, I'm my own boss.
Yeah, yeah. And it's something you're good at, you're passionate about, and it's something you love.
And it was something that people told me. I was like, no, I can't quit, my corporate job. And
right.
no. Oh, you've got to do this. And I went, gulp.
Okay.
I swallowed and went, okay. And I did it. And I have no regrets.
Good.
No regrets.
So look
Follow your
everywhere.
heart, follow your passion. If it's a hobby, it could turn into an income. If not a full-blown income, at least a part-time income to pay for your fun and your travel, and who knows. But follow your heart. That's the key.
Don't want to creep you out or anything,
You
but we're feeling the vibe right now.
you gonna listen to all that new rock alternative?
And I think you like us.
You wanna split it?
94.3 The X. Front Range Alternative.
Hey, Jackie, what's your question for Marla?
I need some direction on some court-related stuff. My lawyer wants me to keep pushing forward, and I'm kind of not sure which way to go, whether I should let the dust settle or keep pushing forward.
I understand, because that is costly and it's stressful, and let's just see. So you're asking, because it's all about how you word it when you work with spirit. You got to word it correctly. So should we word it as, is it in your highest good to continue pursuing this issue in court? Does that sound good?
Absolutely.
Okay,
Yep.
let's do that. So is it in Jackie's highest good to continue pursuing this issue, circumstance, problem in court? There's the judgment card coming up, which is definitely legal matters. Wow. Financially, it's going to wipe you out, or it's going to be difficult. There's going to be a lot of worry. There's a lot of drama. Okay. And let me see what that looks like. So there's your insecurity. Is it for your highest good? If you can, let me close my eyes real quick. How would you feel if you let it drop?
Honestly, at this point, I was kind of over it. When the decisions came through on the court, I kind of was like done with it. But then my lawyer was like, "No, we're going to try this, and we're going to do that," and I was kind of over it. It's been going on too long at this point.
Yeah, it feels like it will. Okay, so see, there's no right or wrong here. That's what I'm getting at.
Right.
It's
There's
up to
still
you.
unsettled issues.
Yes.
So that's where I'm kind of, I don't know if I should let it settle and do more later or keep going now.
What they're showing is, if you continue, there's going to be more drama, more money thrown at it, but it will come out in your favor. But it's not going to be done right away. I mean, this is like you said, more long, drawn out stuff. Pick and choose what you want. A lot of times we go to court and, if you let the lawyer dictate, sorry, lawyers, but if you let the lawyer dictate, they are fighting for you, but they're not as involved as you are. They're not as invested as you are in this issue or this pain. And so it really feels like the choice is yours. If you continue to fight for those little pieces still, you will get some of that. But at what cost?
Okay.
How does it affect your health? How does it affect your stress level, your well-being? How worried are you day to day? And what about your finances? So you have to weigh the pros and cons there, because I get it could go either way. If you don't pursue it, let me ask that way. Let's try a different approach, okay? Because sometimes I like to come into question two different ways. Is it better for you if you just let it all drop?
Right, because this is like the next 10 years of my life, and if I don't fight it now, then I've got 10 more years of
So does Spirit think it's better for you? Okay, so that was a better way to put it, and I get that it's prudent if you can let it go. It's prudent. That's the prudent. I got the prudence card, meaning you may let go of a lot of things that were initially important, but you have the strength and ability to let it go and heal from this if you let it go now. Does that make sense? I think we lost her.
I think we did. I heard some weird
Well, Jackie,
things going on.
If you didn't hear me, call back. If you did, it does feel to be more advantageous if you let it go. And if you can forgive and forget and move on, that's what they're talking about when they say let go. Sometimes we think we let go and we hold a grudge in our bodies. So don't do that. If you can let go fully, then it is to your advantage.
Very cool.
Yeah.
All right. 1-800-595-2943. 943 the X. Who's this?
Yes, I'd like to get a cold reading from Marla.
What's your name? What's your name? You can use a fake name. That's fine.
Vicky.
Vicky? Okay. All right, Vicky. Cold reading. Let's see what we get. All right. Okay, so if you've been listening in the past, I do bring up astrology. So just with a yes or no, it doesn't matter if it's the right card or not. Are you in Aries? Because I'm pulling Aries energy.
No.
Okay, fine. Okay, so initially I'm pulling that for you. They're suggesting a behavior change, or there's a behavior change that is going on with you. Because I'm pulling a card that suggests thinking differently, acting differently, talking differently, and that's actually to your benefit. So by that I mean changing an attitude, changing a behavior, changing a perception or a judgment, letting something go. It would be very spiritually advantageous for you to wipe the slate clean. If there's a grudge you've been holding on to, or an attitude or a belief system, work on that. There is a lot of self-esteem stuff involved and going on with you right now. So they're wanting you to really work on yourself. And the way we do that is by learning to love ourselves, asking ourselves every day, what do I need today? Do I need to eat better today so I can feel better tomorrow? Do I need to get up and exercise today? Do I need to call an old friend? Am I feeling lonely? Just have a talk with yourself and start doing that every day if you can. The changes that are coming, I do show that whatever you're wanting to overcome, you do have the luck is on your side. Whatever this is that's coming up, it feels to be scary in your life. It feels to be very positive. Aries energy is to go forward, be assertive. You have a lot of energy to put at something or throw at something, and it will create a lot of abundance in your life. I'm showing some abundance. Dreams coming true. If you are at all creative, I want you to throw yourself into some creative hobby or an endeavor, which would be good for your self-esteem. I do pull, the reason I say this because I do pull the Tower card, and the Tower card is major change. So you have some change coming. If I had to say the timeline, it feels to be it's going to be all settled by like January, February next year. But a lot of the changes coming up is going to be like the first shift will be done by end of August. Then it kind of mellows out, and then it kicks up again, and then it's all done in February. So kind of a leapfrog effect for change for you. But this just depends on how much you throw yourself into it with your self-esteem, willing to try to change things and do things differently.
Alternative for the front range.
You gotta open up his eyes to the music.
94.3 The X.
This one is from Nicole. She has a question for her boyfriend, Tom. He's been experiencing some serious pain in his chest and abdomen. The ER docs and their regular natural doc, they're all stumped, but say that everything seems to look pretty normal. Is there any direction on what maybe could be going on?
Let me flip some cards and see if I get anything at all. That's terrible. So he went to the ER. It was that bad, huh?
Yeah.
Gosh. Okay. All right. Wow. They are going to figure out what it is. I do see that. So there is an end in sight for Tom.
Okay.
Let's see if I pick up anything. Let me look at Tom. feels to be, okay, if I had to say, I'm sure they checked, but it feels to be more digestive than anything. Oftentimes, digestive issues like some type of ulcer or what's that syndrome where it's the esophagus, the heartburn, I think it's Barrett's or something like that. I might be having it wrong.
Sure.
But anyway, it feels to be indigestive, something that travels up and down from the stomach to the heart and the whole chest. It's worth checking into something digestive. I can't really recommend anything. I'm not a doctor, but that's what I would look at. And if they did look at it, then I would go to get another opinion. Seriously. It really does feel digestive to me. So, and if anything, look at the diet, avoid acidic things, avoid dairy, you're going to have to eat baby food. Trust me, I've been there. You're going to have to eat baby food or mushed up stuff, nothing that's going to trigger the acidic stuff in the stomach and the esophagus. But it does feel to be very digestive and just really, no beer, Tom, no alcohol, no sodas, no coffee. Really change the diet for a few days and see if you don't feel better.
Right.
That's what I get.
Interesting. And that was on Facebook. If you want to send us a Facebook message, you can too. 94.3 The X. 94.3 The X, who's this?
Melissa.
Hey, Melissa, what's your question for Marla?
I just wanted to see if I could get a cold reading.
Okay,
Sure.
Perfect. Let's see what we get. All right. I'm just cutting the cards. Let's see what we have. All right. Pisces is showing up. Yes or no? Are you a Pisces?
No.
Libra.
Nope.
Aquarius.
Yes.
Awesome. Okay. Ooh, look what we pull. Look at this, Molly.
Oh.
Congratulations. That card always means pregnancy. So I'm sure you probably, unless you were pregnant, let me know.
I'm not.
Okay, you did pull pregnancy, but that's something else. Okay, so in the very beginning, I show you are the Aquarius, but I'm pulling Pisces with the choice card. So what this means to me is it shows a fork in the road and then the Pisces card crossing it. So you are in a situation where there may be a choice or a decision that you could be struggling with or someone near you could be struggling with that may be causing some upset or drama. Does this make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. It's not the major card, it's the minor version of decision. So it could be something as simple as, should we fly to New York or drive, or something simple. It doesn't have to be a major crisis, but there is a choice that's going on. It is involving some change. And then the Libra card is below, which shows balance, get everything balanced. So this whole thing about whatever we're talking about, this choice, is about you making sure that you have everything balanced in your life. Like, are you watching your health? Are you getting enough sleep? Are you taking care of yourself? Are you, just really look at if you're doing all the good things for yourself as well as everybody else to help you make the right choice. Because oftentimes, if we're people pleasers or overgivers, we don't think clearly. We don't think from our heart. We think from our head because we don't want to upset someone. And this could have to do with that choice. There is, there is something you have to, so to make the choice, you have to let go of something, which is control, and then you detach. So, in other words, it's kind of like what I said, detach from outcome, detach from what other people think, detach from what your fears are, and make the choice. You will choose wisely. I got Ace of Pentacles and the pregnancy card. Both of those usually symbolize either health changes or financial changes, like a job or something to do with money or resources that improves. So you will make the right choice. It is going to be very beneficial. You'll see the results within 9 months or less. You need to let go of your fears, because I pull the Devil card, which is Capricorn ruled, and that's about being your own worst enemy. So if you're trying to make this choice or choices to please others, that's the wrong thing to do. Do what feels right in your heart. Does this make sense?
Yeah, actually it does.
Okay. All right. Did you want to elaborate? Is this about a job, or you just want to say, yeah, you make sense? And
No, I actually just got a new job, but I have the opportunity to do some education that goes along with it. I'm just trying to decide
what I want to do.
Okay. And
So,
how would
yeah.
that affect your detaching from drama and letting go of control? Is there just some fear in there, huh?
Yeah, I think that's probably it, and making sure that the choice that I make is something that's going to benefit me in the long run, and it doesn't just, make someone else happy. I get that part.
Yeah. Okay. Well,
Yeah.
as long as it rings a bell of truth, because oftentimes we want everyone else to approve or to go along with what our choices are. And we can be so gung-ho on something, on a certain path in our life, and all it takes is one person to say, really? You want to do that? Why would you do that? And then there goes all your hopes and dreams, right?
Yep. Yeah, that's exactly it.
Yeah. If I had done that, I wouldn't be here today. Okay. If I had listened to the naysayers in my family, other people at my work, I wouldn't be here today. Okay. So you got to follow your heart. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Awesome. Thank you.
Uh-huh.
Thanks.
Bye-bye.
It's 94 through the X, Front Range Alternative, psychic Marla Mitchell in the studio. You want to talk to her? Give us a call. 1-800-595-2943. Got a message on Facebook from Catherine. She's wondering about some loved ones that she's been thinking about lately. Wanted to see if maybe they would come through. She did give names.
Okay.
I don't know if you want those names first,
Not
or if you want to
yet.
just
Let me see if I picture Catherine, if I can get hold of her. Does she give her zodiac sign? Would you?
She's a Scorpio.
A Scorpio. Okay, that might help me find her. Curious, is Catherine with a K or a C?
A K.
Okay, that's what I actually wrote down. Okay. The first image or feeling I get for Catherine feels to be a person who is not very old when they passed, meaning I don't feel it to be like a grandparent like it feels to be someone that is, I'm having a hard time figuring if it's male or female, but they feel to be either slightly younger or the same age as her. And I want to say a friend or to the side, could be sister or brother, but there is someone to the side, and they're very shy. They're not even letting me talk to them, but they're definitely around. I feel this person may have caused their own death. So I'm not saying suicide, but when I say caused their own death, it could have been an accident where they were careless, or like an accidental overdose or accident in a car. Because they're not coming in very clearly. Can you give me some names and I'll see if it's one of them?
JC.
Keep going.
Paul.
There's one more, isn't there?
Sandra.
Sandra. JC, Paul, or Sandra? This could be JC. I'm not certain. And then Paul and Sandra are a little bit different energy. Paul does feel to be more of it's weird. I think I was talking about JC, where causing their own passing. And then when I look at Paul, who came in very strong as soon as you said his name, I feel an elevation. I feel like I've already processed, reviewed, and I'm in a very elevated high space, if you want to say there's levels up in heaven. And then I feel a wonderful smile on his face. So in life, he even had a very noticeable smile, very friendly. I feel, what else am I getting? There is a canine with him. There is a dog up there with him. Feels to be a tan, brown, or maybe a darker colored dog. Floppy ears, not pointy ears. It's interesting. And then anything else? He did something in life. He worked with his hands, or he was very good with his hands. There's something about the working with the hands. I'm seeing all kinds of tools, which gets me to say, okay, somebody who worked with their hands more than anything. And then I don't get anything on Sandra, so I guess I'll stop there because we have other callers. But I'm curious if the JC is the person, the quieter, younger, softer side person.
Could be. Catherine says JC was an old friend.
An old friend.
Yeah.
Did she say if they caused their own?
She didn't say.
She didn't say. Okay.
Didn't say, no.
All right.
But then Paul was her grandfather.
Her grandfather.
Yeah.
Okay. And he
Yeah.
probably must have worked with his hands and
Yeah.
I'm guessing
Yeah.
farmer or something like that, or
Yeah.
machinist. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for checking in, Catherine.
This is where the music matters. 94.3 The X. Front Range Alternative.
Got a message from Christy. She's a Cancer girl, and she would like a cold reading, and also wants to know what her spirit animal is.
There you go. Spirit animals. Yes.
Those kind of come and go in
Yeah.
popularity.
Well, they were a huge hit last week with doing the celebrities.
Yes.
That was fun.
Yeah.
Okay. So this is for Christy. We got you said she was, a Cancer, right?
Yes,
Okay. We got
Cancer.
Aquarius and Pisces. And, lovely. Got that Tower card for you, Christy. Tower means change, but it's good. So right off the bat, kind of similar to the previous caller, I've got the fork in the road, the decision card, but this time with Aquarius crossing. And so Aquarius is you have a decision to make and you need to detach and then Pisces comes in below. So you really are caught up in like a conundrum. So again, you need to detach from the drama. Don't worry about what other people think. Don't let your own fears cause you to stay stuck, but you have like an opportunity for a new job or something like that, because I pull again Ace of Pentacles, which is similar to a new job or new health regime. And this is very confidence boosting. There may be a lot of drama in your current job that you need to get out of or away from, but they're suggesting that if you start looking for a new job or a new opportunity, whether it's a promotion in the current job or a change completely, it is very beneficial. Focus now, getting your resume up to date, looking around whether you can transfer if it's a larger company. But I do show that it's beneficial to make some changes in your career path or your financial situation, and it would be good. The spirit animal that I keep seeing in the room is a large cat. Let me figure out what kind of cat it is. Okay, I'm seeing spots. So, and it's not. It's a leopard. So it's it's a leopard. I'm just making sure it's not a jaguar, it's a leopard.
Yeah,
Yes,
there
a
is a
leopard.
difference.
Yes, there is. This is a leopard.
A leopard. Very
Yes.
cool.
Cool.
We had someone calling. They hung up just now. Give us a call back if that was you.
Because the boss walked by.
1-800-595-2943. 1-800-595-2943. 94.3 The X. Who's this?
Kathleen.
Hey, Kathleen. What's your question for Marla?
I had a similar question. I want to know if I have a spirit animal and what that means.
Awesome. Right away, I saw, we had one of these early back last fall. This is the second time I've seen this. It's a Giselle. You know what those are? They're kind of like a little antelopes. They're an African animal, but it's got the little horns. It's a little tiny miniature little elk-looking thing or an antelope, but it's got little horns. But I got the word Giselle. Don't ask me how to spell it.
Or is it gazelle?
Gazelle. Maybe it's Gazelle. I think Giselle's a name, isn't it?
Is Giselle that exercise equipment where you're like, I
have no idea.
Maybe that's also a gazelle.
So
Okay.
let's go with Gazelle. Did you spell it like
Gazelle? Yeah, it's with the G. Oh man, if you Google it, there's a ton of stuff that comes up. I'm trying to. Antelope also comes up, so it's similar.
It's not the antelope
different,
family.
but
How do you
yeah.
spell that? In case I have it again.
Gazelle.
Okay, Gazelle.
Gazelle.
All right, thank you, Molly, for correcting
Giselle the gazelle.
Giselle the gazelle.
Wait, I know what that is. I know what you're talking about.
Cool, Kathleen. You got a gazelle, and look it up, and it'll tell you if a gazelle's in your life. Here's what you're learning. Here's what you can do. It gives you some direction on what you're focusing on, things like that.
Oh, very cool. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thanks. It's 94.3 The X, and Psychic Marla Mitchell is in the studio until 9 o'clock. You want to talk to her? Give us a call. 1-800-595-2943 if you want to know your spirit animal and all that fun stuff. But workshops. That you have one that filled up, and you have people on your waiting list. Are you going to be doing another one of those?
Do another one in July. The Drum Journey Healing Meditation Workshop that is on Thursday evening, June 23rd, I believe.
I think so.
That filled up in 24 hours. That's a first. Yeah.
That's awesome, though.
Yeah. We have a celebrity coming to that one.
A celebrity?
Yeah, you.
Oh, I don't know. I don't know if I'm a celebrity.
So anyway, yeah, it filled up fast. People on the wait list. If you're interested, you can still email or call me, 970-223-3457, and you'll get first crack at the July workshop. I'll do the same thing in July again for those who can't get into this one.
Cool.
And then my Reiki class filled up really fast, too.
That's awesome.
It's overflowing. So that's a good one. That's on June 25th. And I will do another one of those probably in August.
Cool.
Yeah. So.
Coolio.
Yeah.
And if people want to know right away when your workshops are coming up so that they can jump on it, just
you can email me and go to my website and email from the I think it's a contact page. You can email and get on my newsletter distribution list,
and then you'll
you
get
know
that notification
of
when
what's coming up, what workshops. Yes.
Cool. MarlaMitchell.com. 94.3 The X. Who's this?
This is John.
Hey, John. What's your question for Marla?
My wife's been suffering from some health problems for a while, and I just wondered if we're kind of going to see the light at the end of the tunnel soon.
Yeah, just like a previous caller. Okay, hold on. What is her first name?
Sean?
Sean. Okay. Let's see if I pick up anything with the cards. Pisces energy. What's her sign?
Leo?
She's the Leo. I got Libra as well. Okay. There is, yes, she is going to get better. I pull 1, 2, 3 aces, which means new beginnings. There is something that she can do. This is a behavior change for her that would be beneficial. Have you been to doctors and they're not finding it, or?
Yeah, it's just mostly like food hormone related, so it's kind of a time thing. And
Okay.
I don't really know what the source is.
Okay, and it's Sean. Let me see if I pick up anything else. Well, I'm just feeling very, I'm going to use the word tired, fatigued, sad, depressed. I'm feeling overwhelmed, stressed. Does she have a lot of stress in her life?
Yeah, mostly related to this. And
To
job
the health
looking,
issues
so.
in the job? Okay. Can she find it? Does she want to find a new job? That would help.
Yeah, she's looking.
Okay. Tell her not to give up hope. So one of these aces could be about a new job in sight. I do feel it's possible. She could have a new job as early as July, August, if she really looks. Okay.
Okay.
I also just feel a lot of this is her own, her ability. Okay, so what we tend to do as humans is when we have an ache or pain on our body, we tense up and resist it. You know, our head hurts and we get mad and we tense up, and if our body hurts, we resist it and we cause more pain. So a lot of times it's just accepting that your body is not up to par and making peace with it and literally giving your body permission to hurt and say, it's okay to have that knee pain. It's okay to have that headache. It's okay to have that ulcer or whatever's going on. And then ask your body, this is really about just being aware. What do I need? And then you ask your heart, basically, what do I need today? And if it doesn't even make sense, do it anyway, whether it's, I just need to take a nap. I need to just eat more bland foods. I need to change my diet. But a lot of this is attitude. I also always recommend meditation for people because it does help with stress. It's really, really beneficial. And a good massage might help. I don't know if she's in pain physically, but I do show there's light at the end of the tunnel for her. Okay?
Great.
Okay. All right.
Can I
Thank
get
you.
my spirit animal quick?
Your spirit animal. Yay.
That's what he really wanted to ask.
Of course he did.
That's really, yeah.
You called in.
Thing.
This one came in very fast as well. It's a buffalo.
Ooh.
That makes sense.
I like
Bison.
that.
You like bison? You like a buffalo?
He likes to eat
Oh, yeah.
bison. No,
Yeah.
just
Yeah,
kidding.
So Google buffalo, bison, look it up, and it'll tell you what it means to have that in your life. Okay?
All right, great.
All right.
Thank you.
All right,
Thank
thanks,
you.
John. It's 94.3 The X. Who's this?
Bambi.
Did you say Andy?
Bambi.
Bambi. What's your question
Hey,
for Marla?
Bambi. She's called before.
I have. I actually listening, but I've been having health issues for months. Is it ever going to go away? Am I going to get better?
Okay. Let me check that. Now, I talked about this few shows ago that there is a major energetic shift going on in the universe, and it's in alignment with, we had the whole 2012 thing with the Mayan calendar, and all the planets were lined up in a certain way the first time in I don't know how long. And there's still all that going on. There's a lot of grand squares going on, and there's a lot of the full moon this month is another blue moon. So people are shifting, whether you believe this or not. Our vibration is rising and shifting. What that causes, and I'm feeling it too, that's why I changed my diet. People are finding that their body is not behaving the same way, and it's feeling different, and things are getting kicked up, and there's aches and pains. So if you can make peace with that, your body's changing first and foremost, that does help. A lot of times it's about changing your diet, changing your stress level, your job. If we're not where we're supposed to be, we're going to feel it everywhere. I'm looking at your cards here. I'm pulling Aries. Bambi, what is your sign? I got Aquarius as well.
I'm an Aries.
You're the Aries. Oh, wonderful. Okay. So for the Aries, ace, you pull a lot of aces too. So there is light at the end of the tunnel. There is some things that you need to do that you can say or do or change in your diet and your behavior. Now, getting better is a gradual thing. We humans want change overnight. That's just who we are. We have to be patient. But they're saying that there is some things you need to nurture yourself more. Does this make sense?
Yes.
Yeah. Take better care of yourself. Ask yourself what you need. If I look at you, I feel a lot of respiratory stuff. I also feel lethargic and tired. Some stuff in the head as well. Are you going through a virus? What's going on?
It's a number. It's like when it rains, it pours. It's a number of things, and It's been starting for months. If it's not my stomach, it's my head. If it's not my head, I'm vomiting. It's everything, the whole bit.
Okay. Have you looked at your diet and tried to change it and tone it down and do all that?
I have. I started to try to pick apart, what am I eating that's making me sick, that type of thing, to see if it's something that I'm physically eating that's making me ill, or is it something more like stress, or is it, so I'm trying to kind of self-diagnose, and it's getting to the point where I just don't know anymore.
Yeah, I heard both in my head. Now, keep in mind, there really is this little phrase, we are what we eat. If you eat processed food, junk food, if you eat out a lot, you are what you eat. Look at that. If you eat fried food, then you're frying your body, right? If you eat junk food, your body's turning into junk, okay? Just think about that. If you eat whole, healthy foods, then your body's going to be whole and healthy. It takes time, but be good to your body. Get enough sleep. Epsom salt baths, just plain old Epsom salt. Those are really good for aches and pains. It also has a lot of magnesium, which the body needs. So you might try that too, just soaking in Epsom salt bath. That's for anybody. I know it's hot outside, but it can actually be very therapeutic and healing, especially right before you go to bed.
Yeah.
But you are going to get better. Just really look at things. If you have to go, I went and did this. I went and got a bunch of blood work done in April because I wasn't feeling up to par. And everything was normal. I went, no way. But like I said, I've just been changing things. Even though I'm fairly healthy, we all need to kind of relook and rethink our diet, what we eat, and kind of just change things as we shift and grow. Okay?
Right. Okay.
Hang in there, Bambi.
I will. Thank you so much.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
It's 94 through the X, and let's see, we had someone else send us a Facebook message. Courtney wants a cold reading. Courtney's birthday is May 22nd.
She's like Gemini, Taurus Gemini.
Yeah,
She's right on the
cusp,
edge there.
yeah.
Okay. All right, Courtney. Let's see what we get for a cold reading. A lot of health calls today. Interesting. Yeah.
It maybe it's that magnetic shift is just
there's a shift, and like I said, the more sensitive you are, the more you're going to feel it. The more you resist it, the harder it gets. It's a lot of it's about being open, and I can't stress enough meditation. Maybe that's why my workshop filled up so fast, because meditation is very important, and it's not as hard as you think it is, people. It really is. There's just some tricks that you need to learn to help you go into this place of releasing your stress. Okay, for her, I pull a lot of cards. What'd she say she was? I got Libra, Capricorn, Cancer. Oh, that's right. She's the Gemini.
Yeah,
that's
May
right.
22nd.
I got Virgo, everything but Gemini and Taurus. Okay. So for Courtney, I pull that she needs to let go. This could be a relationship or someone she's pining for or something going on that she needs to let go of, something that has been dragging her down. It feels to be a burden, something very heavy. It could just be her ego. Sometimes our ego gets in the way and we want to prove everybody right or everybody wrong and we're right. Yeah. And so let that go. There's no need to try to prove that you're right and they're wrong, even though it feels good.
It does feel good.
I'm right. But you know, it's like at what cost? You could really ruin a relationship or a friendship or mess things up at work. So just knowing that you're right in your heart really is all that matters. You don't have to prove it to anybody. She needs to get her life more balanced. There is some major change coming. I got the Tower card with the Hangman. So it's almost like if you're wanting change, Courtney, give it some time. Be patient. First, you have to let go and then give spirit or the energy chance to go out and come back around. What goes around comes around, but you've got to be patient. What happens is we make a change, we start working on ourselves, and then just like losing weight or anything else, getting over an illness, we want it to happen now, but we got to let spirit work in our favor, and spirit often wants to see how serious we are about our attempts and our steps forward, and so it wants us to just keep putting the pedal to the metal and going forward with faith and trust and hope that we're on the right path and everything will work out, because I do show patience, and then boom, in comes the change. You'll be very happy with it, but not until you give it some time. So I'm going to say first of the year, you've got like 6 months of really internal, deep work on yourself, making some changes. Don't lose hope. And then in it comes, and when it comes in, this new job, it comes in like a bat out of hell. It comes in fast and quick, but not until you really demonstrate faith and hope and that your diligence or discernment on your choices is there. But don't give up hope. So she really needed a pep talk, whatever that was about. It could be work. It could be something like that, or just relationships.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
And that was via Facebook. Well, we have run out of time. We haven't taken our last commercial break, so we've got to take it. So we're going to wrap up right now. But Marla, if people want to get in touch with you off the air, how can they do so?
970-223-3457 or my website, marlamitchell.com.
All right, cool. We'll see you next week, Marla.
Thank you.
The Front Range is home for new music discovery.